Alright, this is review 5-3. This is section 7.1, 7.2, and 7.3. Alright, the first section is basically you're stating the y-intercept, the asymptote, and whether it's a growth function or a decay function. Okay, so remember, your equation for a quadratic is, or not a quadratic, an exponential is y equals ab to the power of x, where a is your y-intercept and b is your ratio. Okay, and if b is bigger than 1, it's growth. If b is bigger than 0 but less than 1, it's decay. Okay, so here we go. State the following intercepts, asymptotes, and whether it's growth or decay. Number 1, straight up, growth or decay. It is less than 1, so it's decay. The y-intercept is positive 3, so it's 0, 3. Your asymptote for all exponentials is y equals 0. Unless it's otherwise stated, your asymptote is at y equals 0. Remember to state that as an equation. Number 4, growth or decay. Now remember, your e's are a little bit different. Alright, they all have to do with your exponent. If it's positive, it's growth. If it's negative, it's decay. Alright, so it's a positive value up there, so it is growth. Your y-intercept, boom, that's your a value, is at -4, so 0, -4. And your asymptote, again, it's at y equals 0, unless you have some sort of vertical shift applied. Okay? Again, growth or decay. Alright, your b value right here, it's bigger than 1, so it's growth. Remember, 7 divided by 2 is bigger than 1. That's 3.5. Don't get tripped up just because it's a fraction. Alright? I'll catch several people on that. Your y-intercept in this one is actually -5. Alright, I know you see a -2 right there. However, the entire thing is shifted down 3 units. So your y-intercept is not at -2, it is at -5. And the asymptote is at y equals -3. Okay, basically here's what happened. If you took the entire graph, alright, if this is your normal one right there, that's your, and then this is your asymptote, we took the whole thing and moved it down 3 units. So wherever it was originally, this is now your new intercept, and that is now your new one. Alright? That's basically what happened. So number 4, that tripped you up. Try again on number 4. Try fixing number 4 before you're moving on. Growth or decay. Again, we have an E. So it's growth unless that thing is negative, which it is. So in this case, it's decay. Let's fix my color. So it's decay. Your y-intercept, your A value is 5, but we have to subtract 2, so it's at 3. And your asymptote is at y equals -3. Alright. Alright, let's do this. For your logarithms, I'm not going to ask if they're growth or decay, so you can just scratch this out for the logarithms. Alright? I do, however, want to know where the y-intercept is, and I do, however, want to know where the asymptote is. Okay, so the asymptote, unless you have some sort of horizontal shift, alright, because remember, your asymptote for logarithms is right here at x equals 0. So unless it's shifted to the right or shifted to the left, it stays at x equals 0. So this one doesn't change at all. It's at x equals 0. There you go. Alright, and your y-intercept when x is 0. So what is the logarithm of -0? Or what's the logarithm of 0? 10 to the what power equals 0. Now, here's the fun part about this. Since the asymptote is at 0, there is no y-intercept. So I can go ahead and say none. Okay? Here's my point. Your asymptote is right on 0. The graph will approach 0, but it will never touch it. Okay? So here we go. Last but not least, number 6. Your asymptote. This has a horizontal shift. Did it go to the right 5 or to the left 5? Remember, everything inside the parentheses is backwards. So it actually went to the left 5. So your horizontal asymptote is at x equals -5. Therefore, your y-intercept, just plug in 0 for x, or plug this into your y equals like you were graphing it, and then go to 0 on the table, which in this case, 0 on the table, that's what? 0 plus 5 is 5, 8 to the power is 5. I have no idea. Give me a second, let me pause. I got 0.7739760316, blah, 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 whatever. So it is at 0, comma, 0.77. That's the y-intercept. So you can either A, plug 0 in for x and check it out, or you can stick this into y equals. Y equals, and remember, it is log of your argument, x plus 5, divided by log of your base, that 8. Let me clean this up a little bit. Log of your base, log 8. Alright, and this is the part of the test where I'm testing, do you know how to put this thing in the calculator, okay? So if you have a base down here that is not 10, it is log of your argument, this portion that's in parentheses, that one goes on the top, divided by log of your base, that one goes on bottom. Alright, that's how you put it in the calculator. Cool? Alright, how about it?